Hello everybody, welcome to Wild Writing in the Time of Corona, our online poetry workshop. Today we're going to do just an ordinary poem where I'm going to give you a series of prompts and talk you through how you can make those into your own poem. So we've got a list of 6 things, so if you'd like to make this list with me, just write the things down I say first of all and then take a little bit of time to do it yourself. The first one is a planet or star, or basically something, some body in the universe. So that's some planet or star or something, something up there in space. The second is a part of the body. So you choose any part of the body, big, small, doesn't matter. Number 3 is quite straightforward. It's just a number. So you choose a number, maybe a number that's special to you, maybe a number that has special properties. The fourth is some kind of tapping, some kind of, I suppose, what would be like a regular noise of one thing or another. The fifth one, a general one again, some sort of land or cityscape, some sort of landscape. And the sixth one is a metal. Okay, I'll run through those again. So a planet or star, part of the body, a number, some sort of tapping, some sort of landscape or cityscape, and the sixth one, a metal. Now what I suggest you do is you take a little bit of time. You could do that now and pause the video if you wanted to come up with your own responses to those. So you just make yourself another list of 6 things which are examples of those. Okay, so if you want to do that, you could always pause now. So having got your list, you then, I think, try and work out whether you want to tell a story, whether you want to describe something, whether you want to give just a series of maybe disconnected pictures, maybe you want to do this in a particular person's voice. But in some way or other, you try to get the 6 things to connect, and that's what I've kind of characterized as the wildness of the wild writing, in that somehow connections are made. So it will happen. You might think it very difficult, and you might very well find that, oh, you can only really get 4, but they work really well, and that's absolutely fine. There's no requirement. 6 is just a few more things to bring into the mix. So that's what you do, and once you've seen how they kind of connect, you write the poem, and you can decide whether you want to write it in rhyme, whether you want to write it in first person, whether you want to write it as speech poetry, however you want to do it. And there aren't any right and wrongs. It's just a matter of trying to do it. And I suggest that a really useful thing to do in the creation of your poetry is, if you can, to record yourself reading it or saying it back. Most phones, as far as I'm aware, have this capacity to do it, and certainly something that I do regularly, even re-recording it several times as I make specific changes to words. Okay, so I'll demonstrate with my list. So the planet or star, this is, I should make clear, this is from the point of view of somebody who has very little scientific knowledge, really, or certainly not much knowledge of planets. So I had to do a little bit of learning, which was a good thing. So my planet was Mercury, which I found out was closest to the sun. Part of the body were the eyes. The special number was 88, just like the 8s. The tapping, I thought a heartbeat. I like the idea of a heartbeat, which kind of goes dum, 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 which, like, to me, sounds like a tapping. The landscape, I had a postcard of Mercury, and it talked of Mercury having volcanic plains, so I thought that was rather grand. So I put volcanic plains. And the metal, I came back again to Mercury, which has always been a metal that's fascinated me. I don't know much about it. I know its other name is quicksilver, and I know that it's been around for a very, very long time. So all of those things led me to the idea of a planet and a metal and a heartbeat and seeing things with my eyes. And so I pondered a little bit, and as quite often, I got the first line, and I think I'm lucky in that sometimes it just comes to me, and and that kind of gives me the running start. May happen to you, I don't know. But this is what I ended up writing, and it's a poem about, which is called Mercury. Excuse me. If skies are clear and you're in the right place, your eyes can see Mercury as a morning and an evening star. Closest to the sun, our next planetary neighbour but one, with volcanic plains, hemispheric limbs, elliptically it spins. Fastest planet, densest of all but one. That's us here on Earth, where our days are short, our orbit long, unlike little Mercury, rattling along, 88 days to slip round the sun, a resting heartbeat, da-dum, da-dum. No longer are thermometers put under your tongue, gone into cold quicksilver tubes, their numbers vermilion, gone into history for wonders of electricity. My mouth has slips of mercury, lost in amalgam. It's an element, a metal that flows, can kill, can heal. Next time my skies are clear at dusk, I'll focus my eyes on the far horizon, thinking of cinnabar, of water silver, and the first rock from the sun. And that's my rather ambitious little poem in which I try and go from thinking about a planet, which, although I describe it as little, is absolutely, of course, huge, to the tiny little bits of mercury I have in my mouth and my fillings. So just an attempt, and just shows you really the places that a poem can take you to. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I very much look forward to your company another day, and to seeing your poem if you choose to write them. So until then, you take care, and see you in a few days.